So I'm investing £100 per month into 4 popular assets on Trading 212 to see which one performs the best in 2026. This is my month-free update, and I'll go through all the results in just a second. But before, if you haven't already signed up to Trading 212, they're currently offering a free fractional share worth up to £100 when you sign up to their platform and deposit £1. If you want to check it out, I've got a link in my description down below, or you can just scan the QR code that you can see on the screen right now. Remember, when investing, your capital is at risk and none of this is financial advice. Okay, so just a quick recap. I am currently investing into 4 popular asset types on Trading 212. I have an individual stock that I've picked, which is Nvidia. I have a diversified fund, which I've picked, which is the Vanguard FTSE All World ETF. I have a commodity, which is the iShares Physical Gold ETC. And then I also have a real estate investment trust, which is the Land Securities REIT. And whilst the last update was actually really non-eventful, with all of my investments ticking up nicely in the green and everything was all looking nice and calm, over the last 20 or 30 days, things have certainly taken a turn for the worse, with my portfolio now down in the red around 7.18%. So why has this happened? Well, unless you've been living under a rock, you will already know that America and Israel have decided to attack Iran, and that has caused uncertainty all over the globe, and that has affected all of the investments inside my portfolio. So let's get into all of them individually and talk about how this has actually affected them. And I guess we'll start off with the ETF, which is the Vanguard FTSE All World Fund. And this is now down just over, or just under, 4% down overall. And this one, like I say, tracks companies all over the globe, and what we're seeing right now is a geopolitical issue which is causing global tension. And the reason why this is happening is that wars make investors nervous, and in this case with the Strait of Hormuz being closed, which supplies around 20% of the global's oil supply, oil prices have gone absolutely insane, and this is only going to have a massive knock-on effect, more than just the price of petrol and diesel. We've seen energy prices already going up, and with all of these types of things going up, we're also going to see the big thing here, which I think is inflation increasing, which is going to potentially lead to an increase in interest rates. Now, when interest rates go up, this is just not good for investors, because people will start to take their money out of the market and put it into safer assets like cash, because they're going to potentially get a better return on their money. So looking at the ETF, whilst the companies inside it probably haven't done too much wrong or different, the global tension across all over the world right now is going to cause this to naturally drop. Now, moving on to the iShares Physical Gold ETC, which is currently 5.10% down. This one actually surprised me a little bit, because typically in times of uncertainty, people normally go towards gold as a hedge against inflation. They look at gold as a bit of a safe haven. But this time, it's actually gone down. And I think I know the reason why this has happened. And that is simply down to the fact that in recent times, gold has gone to record prices. It's hit its all-time high. It's also gone up at the fastest rate it ever has. It's picked up mainstream media as well. And I just think we've hit the tip of the iceberg here, and we're seeing a massive sell-off. I think a lot of people are now starting to take their profits from gold. And of course, with interest rates going up, gold doesn't, of course, pay interest, so people may be turning to cash as well. So I think we're in a bit of a unique situation with gold, where it's actually seen more of a drop. And I think it's just because of the recent performance and how well it's actually done. People are just seeing a natural sell-off. And there has actually been some articles come out that I've seen where people are actually starting to question whether gold is the safe haven it once was. Now, the one that's performed the worst is actually the UK property REIT, which is the Land Securities Group, and this one's been by far the weakest of the month, because this one is now 15.24% down. And the reason behind this one is a lot clearer. When interest rates are potentially rising, property companies are not going to like that. We have already seen lots of different mortgage providers pull their offers from the market and raise the rates on their mortgages, which is going to make borrowing money for a property more expensive, which could then lead to property prices coming down, which could, of course, then lead to investors looking at alternative places to park their money. So once again, it's going to be a very similar story. Whilst maybe property has still been performing quite well, the current situation in the global market is going to have a negative effect on everything that is going on right now. Now, to finish things off, we have Nvidia, which is the individual stock of the portfolio. And I think a lot of people maybe watching this video would have probably guessed that this was going to be the one that performed the worst. And it's actually only down 4.49%, which doesn't sound as bad compared to the other investments in this portfolio, apart from the diversified ETF. But I think the reason why this one hasn't plummeted as much as it would have done is a lot around the good earnings at the start of the month. So it completely smashed the earnings out of the park around 20 days ago now. And typically what you would see with any other company when they beat their earnings is a really nice spike in their share price. But with Nvidia, I think, of course, we have the general market going on right now, which hasn't helped. But I actually think there's another reason why Nvidia hasn't performed as well this month. And that is just down to the fact that the run that Nvidia has been on, with not only their share price increasing, but also their earnings calls and how well the company has actually performed, I think is actually baked into the investors now, that they just expect every single earnings call to be a massive beat. The thing that I'm really worried about is when Nvidia turn around and maybe they deliver a mediocre or just a normal earnings call, we could see a massive sell-off in the stock price. But who knows? We'll have to see in about 2 or 3 months' time. But that's the update for the month. In terms of the leaderboard, in terms of, I guess now, who is doing the least worst, we have Land Securities in 4th place. In 3rd place, we have the iShares Physical Gold. In 2nd place, we have Nvidia, and then the one that's doing the least worst is the Vanguard FTSE All World ETF, which maybe is the one that people predicted because it's the most diversified. The only thing left for me to do is now add my extra £100 in for the month, which is probably a good time to do this because I'm going to be able to buy all of these investments at a lower price, and hopefully if the issues in the Middle East can sort themselves out, we might see a nice little bounce back, and in the next update hopefully we're talking about some more green numbers. Other than that, let me know what you think is going to happen over the next 30 days. Grab your free stock from Trading 212 if you haven't already, and I shall see you in the next one.